So we're back. It's been a little bit now. I guess we'll call this season 2 of the Rugged Road Adventure podcast. Had a lot of ideas over the summer. I just moved back from Long Island back to PA this weekend. I think we're 46 days from statewide opener and about 40 away from opening here in 5C, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
Pretty geared up. Got a lot of feedback from people over what people liked, what they didn't like, what they wanted. I thought if we were doing like 20-30 minute podcasts, that would probably be better, just to kind of hammer them out. People actually said they want them to be longer.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
All right. We also brought Noah, who's obviously made a guest appearance before, but welcoming him back. So kind of doing a recap of what we've been up to and what we're looking to be doing in the next few weeks before we gear up, and some of our new toys and things to talk about. One of the things we left off at the end of last year was the Great American Outdoor Show. We talked about the suppressor that I got. Paperwork had gotten screwed up. I didn't realize. I stopped in the shop. They got it to me really quickly, and then I looked at it, and this is not the suppressor that I had ordered. I got the lightweight aluminum Hunter. This is a full auto rated and 5.56.
Still a lot of total loss though.
So no, I will be I have to. I knew something was wrong, but the numbers on the paperwork and everything, and I'm like, this isn't the one I got. If you look at it, it kind of says the BP6 and then 5.56, but it almost looks like it says BP6.5.
Yeah.
It's a much more expensive suppressor, so I will be stopping at the store to see what they want. I just do it on this really quick to see. It's one of my knock-around guns. That makes some noise. I was happy with it, so I kind of want to keep it now, especially since it's in my name. But this is what I want to talk about.
The elephant in the room.
This was my birthday present.
Really?
Yeah, from Jake,
Okay.
He really wanted a 270.
Yeah.
Now, I love a 270, it's a great caliber, but I talked him into something a little bit different. I talked him into 7 PRC.
Yeah.
And I like that in between of the 7mm. 7mm 0.8, 7 Rem mag. Nothing wrong with the 30 caliber. Absolutely nothing wrong with it. I obviously talk about reasoning by analogy a lot. 30 caliber is like getting hit with a bowling ball. Those 22 calibers, like the 22 250, that's getting hit by a golf ball. Screaming fast, hurt like hell. Bowling ball, I want that baseball around. The 7mm has always been that. You get excellent penetration with the 7mm because it's a little less diameter, but you still have a heavy bullet. And I talked him, and so we picked up he ended up buying one for everybody in his family too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's funny.
So we got matching ones, but the logic is we all go on these hunts together.
Yeah.
Let's get matching ammo.
Yeah.
Not have to take 40 rounds each.
Yeah.
If we each take a box, if we need extra or whatever.
Share, spread the love.
So he was a big fan of the Ruger Predator Gen 2. I am now a fan of the Ruger. He's running his with a muzzle brake because he lives in New York. 7 PRC does not kick like you would expect.
Really?
Kicked less than the Rem mag, even though ballistically basically the same until you get out further. Then this one has a little more punch. You can load the Rem mag up to be hot like this, but I don't know why. Maybe just the design of this gun compared to my Rem mag.
Is this similar to 308 in recoil? Or less, more?
The thing is, I feel like guns, depending on the gun, just kick more regardless of the caliber. But when you have a 30 caliber, you have a wider diameter, so you're going to get more of a kick. I would compare it to like a 30-06.
Okay.
So a little more than a 308. but less than the other Magnum calibers.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So I was gonna sight it in without the can on it. Jake got these bipods. I gotta look up.
Is it a Magpul one?
Yeah, no, it's not. I don't know what the brand
It's
is.
better quality than Magpul, that's for sure.
Extremely stable. Very happy with it. I didn't sight the gun in with the bipod on or the suppressor. I fired one round, 50 yards. It was low and left. I brought it up and I was still in archery mindset. I moved it the wrong way. So I moved it back the other way. The third shot hit dead center bullseye.
Yeah.
I brought it out. No break-in, no cleaning, anything. Those were my first 3 rounds. Took it back to 100 yards. Fired 3 rounds. And I was confused. I went and because it was about an inch high, so the top, it put it in one hole. It was a little bit of a clover, not even broken in.
Yeah.
It was punching in.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Relatively cold barrel too.
Cold barrel, not broken in. I couldn't be happier with it. So, and I put I didn't go crazy with the scope. I think it's 6-24 Vortex,
It looks like a
6 to 18.
6-18. All right, so not crazy. Shot great. Took it out to 200 yards. Shot like a 1-inch group, just kind of just off sandbags. The next time I came back with the suppressor and I brought Jake's, just a 3-9. 2 shots. First one was low, next one bullseye, brought it out to 100. Same thing I shot, 1/4-inch group
nice.
with a 3-9.
That's awesome.
I
Yeah.
said, you know what? It's on. Except I put the muzzle brake on and my father's shooting shit. He's like, the muzzle brake on it,
Yeah.
inside,
It's pretty
it punches.
Yeah.
You're shooting
Yeah.
a large caliber.
Yeah.
That's when I shot this with the can. With the can on it, I would say it's like shooting at 223.
Nice.
With the bipod, and at 200 yards, I hit 1/2-inch groups.
That's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
the trigger pulls, I haven't worked on the trigger pull at all yet to adjust it. It's weird because it's almost, actually dry fire it. See, you'll notice it. It's got a good trigger pull, but it's almost like a 2-stage.
Yeah, like hits that little wall.
I can see that.
Yeah. So it's trigger pull's light. It's smooth, but it pulls just like a little bit, and then when you pull a little further, it just breaks and hits hard.
Yeah.
I mean, Ruger makes a damn good gun. I think all into the gun, it's less than $900.
That's
between the
crazy.
scope and bipod. Well, the suppressor, obviously, more.
Yeah.
I think the gun's it's a budget gun. It's $500-600.
Yeah. All on a budget. So.
If you shoot one hole at 100 yards, I don't care. I was on long range shooting forum, and I asked a guy. He was like, somebody asked about this gun. He said, "Oh, you can't shoot long range with it." And I asked him why not. He said, "Oh, he listed a bunch of reasons." And I was like, "It's accurate. You could lighten the trigger, and shoots well. Why wouldn't you be able to shoot long range with it?" But I think he was just one of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. He dropped $5,000 on a gun, so he wants to feel good about himself.
Man,
He's their own though, but
So, I guess let's talk about summer a little bit. What you guys?
He's got a lot to talk about. I know that's for sure. He's DMing me, messaging me every single day, showing me pictures of all these deer. So I sent you the pictures the other day.
I don't know.
There it is. So, if you don't go up, what's the street to make the right to go up to your house?
McGarvey.
Yeah, if you keep going down to the next street that makes a right, there's a lawn there. I saw $4 in it the other day,
Yeah.
and the one was a monster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's the four that we're looking at.
okay, yeah, I might be a little bit crazy, but I'm saying 140 inch. Like,
Yeah. The one 8-point, I think he's between 130 and 135.
Okay, because I was guessing he was every bit of 18 to 20 inches wide and high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basket.
And then right across the street, we have 2 nice ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A big 7-point,
Hopefully I'll shoot one with a flintlock. So.
and the property that I hunt out past you guys.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with my camera. I have to go and put it back out. It said it had full batteries. I was getting no picture. And the bears had been playing with the camera and kind of messed it up. but I went and I was like, and my feeder had got knocked down.
Mhm.
So I put my feeder, I put a couple hundred pounds of corn in, and I came back and the corn was gone. The camera said full charge and it wasn't taking any pictures, but I had hoof prints like this.
Yeah.
A property nearby, one of the property owner's family members passed away, and I have a bunch of trail cameras set up around the driveway and around the house just for security. And
What type of camera do you have?
I have stealth cam.
Split, bro. That's awesome. Oh, yeah.
I would say he's every bit of 120 to 130.
Yeah,
Those
yeah,
are really
easy.
healthy deer too.
Yeah.
G2s are like what, 6 to.
So I've got some bucks in that area. I'm assuming he's the one with the big hoof prints. My dad's house, Brendan's birthday party was on Saturday. His buddies were camping, and when I went out there, I saw 3 bucks running, and the one was, that what we're looking for, where we hunt, the 120 plus.
Yeah.
And then right across the street, I don't have any cameras up yet, but I have everything set up, and probably between 120 and 130.
Yeah.
So I'm seeing bucks. I kind of talked about it a little bit. My goal this year isn't really me. I want to get my dad a nice buck.
Yeah.
My father was just diagnosed with kidney cancer. It's extremely aggressive, and there's a reason they call him the Terminator. He started chemo this week, and so he had chemo Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday he was a little bit down. Came home on Friday. As soon as he drove himself home.
Really?
Got outside, mowed the lawn. Saturday when I got to the house, he just got back from his walk and he was going to weightlift. So,
Anyways.
oh yeah, that's another thing to talk about. You got another hunting dog now.
Yeah. Cooper.
Cooper.
Submission. We'll send you pictures if you want to throw them in here. So.
Yeah, well, are we gonna train this dog to blood track or
So,
shed hunt?
I want to get him into shed hunting. I
Okay.
don't know like anyone who knows how to do it. My mom was sending me things.
Probably on YouTube they'll show you how to do it.
Yep.
I think a lot of it is just you hide sheds and you reward them when they find them.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about training dogs, but obviously that buck last year, if I had a blood dog, would have found him instantly.
Yeah.
The deer ran 50 yards.
Yeah.
And I had never searched so hard for a deer in my life.
Really.
I knew I punched it perfect.
Yeah.
It was just, I was in the jungle. What do you do?
Exactly. It's like that around here. But I'm trying to think of any other things.
So-
Shoot the bow a lot. Getting that dialed in. Getting very comfortable with it.
So no training wheels for either of you? You're both going to bow hunt this year? Or?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I did bow hunting the correct way last year.
Isn't it a lot more rewarding though?
So much more.
So I know I'm not against a crossbow. One of my big things is it's not archery. Archery it's a year-round thing for me. I shoot the recurve, I shoot the compound. Archery is a whole sport. Hunting's part of it, but I just love archery. Nobody takes their crossbow and goes and shoots 2-3 dozen bolts a day. Let's be realistic. You might enjoy shooting your crossbow a little bit, but it's not the same passion.
Yeah.
And listen, if it keeps older people in the woods longer, I'm all about that. People with injuries, I'm all about that. With kids, I don't think, it's, we're getting kids in the woods younger. Yeah, but you're not creating that excitement.
Yeah.
I got my first deer ever with a bow, and I was hooked for life. My son finally got his first deer with a bow last year.
Yeah.
The crossbow, he was excited to get something, but it was kind of it wasn't that excitement of going up in the tree. And the other thing is people, I hate this argument, I don't even want to hear it. Don't you want the most effective method? Here's the most effective method.
Yeah.
7 PRC, which I think arguably is the best caliber that you can currently get for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I feel confident with this setup, 500 yards.
Yeah.
Archery distance, forget about it. Like, this is the most effective. So if you're talking about the most effective method, don't go out in archery season.
Yeah, there's no point.
A gun is the best.
Yeah.
But why do I use a gun? Because I like gun hunting. It's a whole different animal. It's a whole different
Yeah.
season. You don't have 6 weeks.
Yeah.
It is too damn easy. When archery was 6 weeks long, it was because people were out there with a stick bow. Is that still too long with modern compounds? Maybe it's something. Maybe it should be shortened. You know, have a traditional season that's longer, compound season that's shorter, and then I don't know, but it's just too damn easy with the crossbow.
Yeah.
And especially here in 5C, we can bait. If you can't kill deer over a feeder with a crossbow and a ground blind, stick to golf or
Yeah.
I don't get it. I not to be judgy, but like these people are like, I haven't gotten a deer in 8 years. Have you not hunted? Like, I mean, you didn't get out. You are an adult now.
Yeah.
You realize hunting's a little bit harder.
Yeah.
But until last year, have you ever not gotten a buck in a season?
No. I've got a deer pretty much every year since I was 6, 7 years old.
Multiple deer, some
Yeah.
years,
Well, I said last year, somebody asked me how, I was like, I had a bad season. And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I got my mule deer, and I got a buck, a nice one, but I didn't find it until later on. And then I ended up getting a buck before I found him. And then I got my 2 bucks in New York, and 3 or 4 doe. They're like, that's a bad season?
Terrible.
No, it's like, oh, wait a minute. It's relative to where you hunt and what you're
Yeah.
doing, but I barely got out for small game, which I'm looking forward to doing more small game this season. I barely fished this summer. I think I only got out a dozen times.
Yeah. Yeah, he fishes more than he sleeps, so.
yeah.
Any good fishing stories?
I went up to Lake Ontario with a buddy and his family, and then like another family that he knew. We were on the guy's bass boat,
Nice.
and
On Lake Ontario.
yeah, it was a bay. If
Okay.
you guys watching, you might know 3 Mile Bay. Biggest, I think, one of the biggest freshwater bays out there. I'll put it like this: average bass or smallmouth bass was 3.5 pounds on scale.
Smallmouth would
weight.
fight.
Yeah.
They can,
Uh,
yeah, they fight.
Honestly, I take catching like 5-pound smallies all day, and we're catching like consistent like 6+
7 or
larges.
8 pounds.
Yeah.
So yesterday I dropped off some of the guys from hunting camp that I did Euro mounts for. I still haven't seen them. They're not driving to my shop, so I'm like, I'll bring them up to you, but you're gonna have to wait. And as I was crossing to Delaware, I had to jump out. It was raining. I
Yeah.
cast a few times.
That's fun. That's fun.
I did fluking, but
Nice.
not as much as I wanted. I got a really nice bait caster.
Really.
When you're fluking, you're jigging on the bottom.
Mhm.
As much as I don't like bait casters, they're the best for when you're jigging. But I was getting out earlier in the season. They weren't that big yet. Now the fluker, people are hammering them.
Yeah.
They're getting good ones.
Good doormats.
We're getting like 17-inch ones now.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all.
But
This guy got a what was it? He got the spinning rod combo.
I got a St. Croix Triumph rod.
I think so.
It's a
Nice.
lot of money. Yeah, it's expensive. And then I got a Shimano Stratic 2500. If you guys know what that is, that's also top of the line stuff, top of the line gear. I mean, honestly, fishing, hunting, we both know this. We all know this.
it's not cheap.
Do not go cheap. Like you guys say, buy once, cry once.
I have to admit, with my fishing stuff, isn't typically the most expensive. I use a lot of ugly sticks.
Yeah.
$70.
Yeah. If it
Obviously,
ain't broke, don't fix it. So.
well, they've never broke.
Yeah.
They're not the best.
Yeah.
But I know there's better ones. I've used better ones, but they work fine. I think I'm gonna, it's one of those things like buy one really expensive rod or buy 5 cheaper. I know I'm eventually gonna up my fishing game a little bit more, but
Funny story actually with the ugly sticks and how they don't break. So one time, me, Noah, my dad, and my granddad, we were all going fishing on Lake Dr. Nixon, and we hauled the boat with the truck. And the truck had one of those like flip-up tonneau covers that flips in sections. And we had the last section open and all of our rods in there, and we hit a big bump, and the tonneau cover flipped up and like smashed like 3 or 4 of our like $200 rods. And my dad's ugly stick was the only one that didn't break down the hole. We were like,
we still hear from
we still hear about it.
listen, I'm not going to sit here and be like, the ugly stick's the best rod. It's not. Put them in. They really don't break. I'm sure somebody can be like, they're garbage. Okay.
Only time ugly sticks break are when it's a 2-piece. So.
I don't know. But yeah, gearing up. I making a few changes in the shop. I'm getting the shop ready. I want to have there were some things that worked last year, some that didn't. I got a few more freezers, so I'm running 6 freezers this year. So
Nice.
I'm actually going to keep a couple out there too.
Yeah.
But just setting up different, where for doing the Euro mounts and stuff, I don't want to, because I do a lot of it outside when I'm boiling them, and I want to make it so it's a one-stop shop, just inside. I don't know what I want to do, because last year I would hang them out there, quarter them, and I had it set up in the basement, but I might try to do it where I'm straight out in the shop, not coming inside for anything.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass. Yeah. Taking big trays of meat downstairs and then.
Another thing it's on my brain. We're actually clearing out our backyard for the range now, finally. So if you ever want to come over and shoot, you don't want to drive 2 hours north, let us know.
Yes.
So we should have steel, stuff like that. I'm gonna put corn on our backstop and go all the way up to our house with a 22 and try to hit squirrels with my tater guns.
Yeah, you're gonna scare all your chickens and everything.
Nah, that's fine. They don't care. They almost got hit with a couple arrows already. So.
Yeah.
I'm down to 5.
Really?
The lawnmower ate one.
That's
kind of unfortunate.
It sucks. So Noah left for vacation again last week, and we had like 12 arrows when he left, and then at one point I was down to 3, and then I found like 4 or 5 of them, so now I'm back up to 9.
Well, what are you using, arrows?
Gold tip.
Gold tip
340 spines.
340, it's stiff spine there.
Yeah.
How many pounds are you guys pulling?
62.8.
I sold my Elite.
Really?
Yep.
Why is that? Just didn't use it, or?
Matthews is just a better bow. Well, I was saying someone, just wanted. Now I'm starting to get excited about season. And someone's like, "Tell me there's a better bow than a Hoyt." And I'm like, Hoyt makes a great bow, but the issue I ran into is the same issue I ran into with the Elite, where the cable splits, and you have the cams. With my long draw, once you start getting into that like 31-inch draw, when the cable flips, you have such a steep angle on that. With the cams canted, it was touching the cable. Matthews has that little plastic thing that kind of spaces it out more.
Yeah.
I have a lot more room to tune the bow. And I noticed with everybody from like 28 inch to 30 inches on the Elite and Hoyt, they have no problem. But when you get up into that 31-inch draw length, so I don't know if there's a solution to it. I went to 2 different bow techs, and they tried different things, and I couldn't figure it out on my own. They couldn't figure it out. We called Elite, and they had us moving the rest out to get it tuned, which just looked weird how far out the drop away rest was. But with my long draw, and it was tuned perfect, it was hitting great. And then I started noticing the cable starting to fray a little bit. And all the way back, the cam wasn't touching the cable. but when I would let go, the cam would just nick it slightly.
Scraping.
And I was like,
That sucks.
yeah, what am I going to replay? And then now I'm shooting, I'll go through cables twice a year. And I'm like, yeah, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I do wish, especially now since we didn't get an elk in Idaho, that I took that lightweight carbon fiber bow instead of the Matthews. It's not a great backpack bow.
No. Honestly though, I know this doesn't matter like for performance at all, but I think Matthews just looks a lot sexier too. Like just like the long stalks and everything.
I like the way it looked.
Yeah.
I did like the way the Elite looked, but there's different things I like. And what you like and what I like, it doesn't make it better or worse.
Yeah.
Like we talked about even with calibers. I'm going to argue ballistically and all around, you're not getting better than a 7 PRC. You know, I've killed quite a few things, and I've used everything from a 222 all the way up to a 300 PRC, and most calibers in between. And last year we were talking about it. I'm not bragging. I know I'm not perfect, but I've never wounded a deer with a rifle. I have with a bow. If I jinx it, I jinx it. It is what it is. I've just been that lucky. But what I've seen is every caliber, especially with the right cartridge, will kill the deer, kill the moose. You know, I like a little more oomph. Do you need it? No. Like I said, I killed a lot of deer with the 6.5 Creedmoor now.
Yeah.
I love it. I run it suppressed. It's accurate. I shoot them in the chest. They fall down dead.
Yeah. 99% of the time it's shot placement rather than caliber.
Yeah.
So.
Last year with the shop and talking to people, and I know this will ruffle feathers, but guess what caliber firearm wounded more deer than any other?
What?
Take a guess.
30-06.
It was.
Really?
The 30-06 wounded more. Now, I don't know if people just tried to overuse the gun,
Yeah.
made piss poor shots, what kind of ammo there, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But, you know, people, I hit it perfect. The bullet must have mushroomed on the shoulder blade. I was like, hey.
At least it's all good.
Nah. I used my 30-06 on both of my red stag and my pig. And the one stag was a little over 200. The pig I shot, I think it was 250. He was walking. Big hole. Nothing wrong with the 30-06. I think it's, like I said, I'm not a huge 30 caliber fan. I think the diameter is a little bit too much. And if you look at like ballistic gels, the 7mm and the 7 PRC outperforms the 300 Win Mag
Really?
in the ballistic gel because it's a narrower bullet.
Yeah.
It's going faster, it's narrower, so you're getting a lot more penetration
Yeah.
than that heavier. Well, you think, oh, heavier bullet's getting more penetration, but it's more surface space.
Yeah.
When you're thinking, oh, but it's only a little bit more, it's a big difference when you're talking about bullets.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I said, I haven't shot anything with it yet, though. I know it's gonna do the trick.
Yeah.
And just the way you hear it hit the steel, like.
Are you gonna hunt where you have your 500-yard range now, just to like smoke a whitetail from like 500 away?
Well, New York is earn a buck now.
What's that?
So
You
in
have to
New
shoot
York,
a
you
doe,
get an either sex tag for archery and muzzleloader, and then you get a buck tag, and then your doe tags. But if you're gonna kill 2 bucks, you have to kill at least 1 doe first.
Really?
So I plan on killing at least 1 doe, but where I hunt, typically the furthest shot I'm gonna get is 200, but I know another property where I could get back to about 400, depending on the wind. So I would really like to get into that like 300 yard,
Yeah.
just because I think that's a true testament of what the gun can
Yeah,
do.
let it stretch its legs.
If it's not windy, off a bipod,
Yeah.
300 yard shots really.
It's cake.
300 yards is never a cake. Sorry, I'm not.
I found that out though.
Yes. No, the internet's full of shit. So many people out to 800 yards, they're dead. You're lying.
Yeah.
I would say once you start getting past 400 yards,
A little bit shaky.
it's a little bit shaky. Unless it's dead calm, level shot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I've shot that far, and like you've been there. You've ranked steel out there, but
Took me 20 rounds to do it.
once you're on, you're on.
Yeah, I hit it
But
5
then-
times in a row after I missed it 20 times in a row. So
But when the wind changes, like you just have to know what you're doing, and even then, there are too many variables. And I think these guys who actually do a lot of long distance shooting, they know. These other guys who, wow, with my 30-06 out to 1,000 yards, with my 3 to 9.
right.
Like, yeah, listen, I'm not saying it can't be done, but a little bit skeptical.
Yeah,
These
it's a shot in the dark. So
But what is your max distance that you're willing to shoot a deer with your bow and arrow?
In our area,
35, 40 yards. And that's even a chancy shot.
So the furthest I have shot is 45. My ideal distance is 15 yards.
Yeah.
15 to 25. So I changed my bow where I keep it at 25 now. Because out to 25, anything in, the highest I'm going to be is about 2 inches high. And 30 yards. So in that like 20 to 30 yard range, if I put it on the heart, depending on how much a deer jumps, I'm going to be within inch high, inch low.
Yeah.
I like that. You just too many variables. I had a buck last year on camera. Did I show you that video?
Did he duck it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead calm.
Yeah.
It was near the rut, so he was a little agitated, but he had his head down. Calm, head down. And I wasn't going to shoot him because he was
Yeah.
110 inch deer.
Yeah.
But he was there broadside, 15 yards, 20, 25.
Why not?
So he was right around 25. He was broadside, and I had him on video. I'm like, you know what? I'm calm. I got the video camera. I'm like, it'll make a good video. So I get right on him, and I was calm, relaxed. He's looking away. I pulled back. It's my favorite shot, slightly quartering away. And thump. And I saw him go down, and he jumped and kind of spun around. And I was like, oh, this is going to be an easy track. He's going to drop right here. He doesn't even know he's hit. And I can see the Illuminoc glowing. So I just get on a camera and I'm trying to like zoom in on the, and it's like 10 seconds now and he's still standing. And so I'm trying to look to see the blood coming out. There's no blood coming out.
Yeah.
And then he kind of looks around, he gets nervous and slowly starts to walk off. And now I'm confused. So I waited, I was like, let me go get my arrow, I'll go back to the house, I'll play back the footage. And you see him, and he just, as soon as I shoot, he whoop, and the arrow just misses the top of his back by like a quarter of an inch. He dropped, I'm not exaggerating, 16 inches.
Yeah.
And you know how fast my bow is.
Yeah.
Like,
This is fast.
I saw a really good one the other day where they were, the guy had a microphone set up and he was shooting at the target from 20, 30, so you could hear what the arrows sound like coming at you.
yeah.
If you're paying attention, you'll be able to move.
Yeah.
Like, I did that thing years ago with Brendan with the broom and seeing if he could, and he was able to, just on sound, move the broom. But they're fast.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I shoot out like, how far are we going with our bow? Like almost 70?
Yeah, like
Like
66, 68,
Yeah, like,
something
I
like
shoot
that.
like that regularly, but like then again, I feel like, being more steady on the longer shots makes me even more steady on the closer ones.
Yeah.
But like, I would never think about shooting a deer 70 yards.
Well, I love to practice far,
Yeah.
and then when you come up to 20, you're like,
Robin Hood.
yeah, you're like, I'm the best shot in the world.
Yeah.
You start off at 20 and you're hitting, golf balls. You start off at 60 and come up to 20, you're hitting dimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's what I do now that I'm back to Pennsylvania, and I've got a nice tan, almost as good as you.
Yeah.
Look at this kid.
I'm white.
Yeah, you're pale.
I want to start doing like I did last year with the 1 arrow challenge, and that first arrow. I think it's one of my favorite things to do. That first arrow that counts. So go out that first one, and I'm going to start, this week, 10 yards, 20 yards, 30 yards, and see how far I can go without missing. I'm going to do it with the recurve too.
Nice.
See how far back I could. I think I got to 50 yards with the recurve.
That's sweet.
And I missed at 100 yards, I think, with the ball. And then I shouldn't have tried it. It was too windy that day. And I was out in the field, and I was kind of guessing because even with my adjustable, with the heavy arrow setup I have, I was like, so I'm like, all right, I know where I'm at 90. Let me just kind of. And I was so concentrating on the height that I wasn't allowing for the wind, and stuck it right to the side. So
That sucks. Was it level with the target though? Or?
yeah. No, I
Yeah.
was off by like a foot to the side, but the wind was blowing that way, and I didn't account for the wind at all. But
Yeah.
honestly,
That sucks.
I've never thought about accounting for the wind when I shoot 15 yards at a deer.
Yeah.
That being said, you're more of a social media guy. I got to give you the passwords to everything,
Yeah.
so I can get you on the social. So I'm gonna get Newton helping me with the Facebook, the Instagram, and the TikToks. You can also see his fancy cars because.
Yeah. Big car guy.
Do you have the Instagram tag on your car again, or
I do. Yeah. Or no, not on my car. Yeah, but
not yet?
pretty soon. Pretty soon. I got a buddy, so he'll hook me up. But
I'm trying to think of what other. I know I've taken a bunch of notes of things I want to talk about and do. Pull out the old phone. I got questions.
Oh, thank you.
With some of the interviews, one of the things that we kind of didn't have.
Sorry. I have to show you that. Yeah,
That's behind your house?
it's right by my house. I know I was interrupting.
Oh, no, let's say.
I'll show you the pictures in the video. And the smallest buck, you gotta see how high he is. You can see him right in the back there. He's a 5-point. But he's the biggest 5-point.
I was going to say, that would be a hard one to not shoot.
that's
but-
like
Yeah,
that's like
I
his
know.
own spike.
Gotta get the pictures of it. But that guy's a 7-point. And then that's an 8-point.
I really want that 8-point so bad.
All right, so here's some of the topics I was going to bring up. I'm going to do. We'll do one with long range shooting, which I'd love to have you up so we could actually do it while
Yeah.
shooting. We'll go out to
Yeah.
500.
Yeah.
Best caliber all around, which you know my personal favorite is going to be the 7 PRC.
Yeah.
I have a lot to choose from. I don't know if you can see the video, but my son goes to college on Thursday, so I now have acquired all of his firearms as well.
They're technically yours, but they're.
Yeah, I guess they all are until I can sign them all over until it's 18, right?
Yeah.
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 Which
They're
is
Except for
Wednesdays.
pistols.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
except for the pistol, yeah, because you gave me 20
Yeah.
Yeah, so the power of prayer, which I know it's not hunting, but man, if you've been in the woods and you've never prayed,
Yeah.
I feel like you're lying.
You're not. You're not hunting.
That's awesome.
This one's kind of controversial, but I do want to hit it. What's wrong with the 30-06? I've got a lot of ideas
I
to
feel
go
like
with
that's
this
gonna be
one.
the first one that blows up. It's just gonna be a bunch of pissed off comments, but I'm here for it. So.
And just some other things like, what's your favorite gun, favorite caliber, stand, blind, nothing, how are you hunting? So Jake's brother got the biggest buck of his life last year. His dad had a bang-up hunting season. Just, like those guys I'd like to get to. And I'd really love to get my dad on video, just like we did your grandpa.
Yeah.
Just because, especially before he gets, well, we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't get too sick, he kicks his ass. But what else we got going on? I'm pretty much done fishing for the year.
Yeah.
I might get out.
Fall is like the best time of year, at least for bass.
Yeah.
I've caught some of my biggest bass in the fall, like September, October.
Labor Day weekend, I'm going to try to go and get out a little bit. I got to get the shop open. I got to get all my hunting stuff ready.
Yeah.
I mean, it's ready. It's all ready. I don't know what to talk about. Even all my stands and pretty much are. I just want to fine tune everything because I don't typically go in the woods from July until like the end of August. I'll go out, just to make sure, there's no thorn bushes or anything that grew up quickly. And then I stay out of the woods again until I'm in the stand. I don't, what's your thought on that? Are you one of the ones who say, keep the scent there so they are used to it, or you stay out, stay away?
We generally try to do that, like you were telling me.
Yeah, I mean, I always put corn out like once every week or twice every week or just something like that, just to get them used to corn being there. Because like you said, we're in PA, we're in a part where we can bait. I'm going to use that to my advantage.
I know, like Josh Bowmore, he's a big fan of going out with wearing old dirty sneakers, smelly clothes, and going in there and out, so they're used to him when he's baiting and doing his stuff. And I guess, where's he, Iowa, I think?
Yeah.
But he does everything, he's like, so I put that scent out there, and then when I go in hunting, it's so minimal that they might think it, which I don't think is a bad idea. I just rather try to minimize my impact as much as possible.
Yeah.
But we're also in kind of a urban area where
They're pretty much used to people.
I have neighbors on dirt bikes,
Yeah.
e-bikes, whatever you want to call them. They're ripping up the road, all that. I mean, I had 2 doe and 4 fawns in a field today with a huge, probably, what are the hunters dogs? Probably like 100 pounds, 120 pounds, running on the yard, like 100 yards away from me. And they just look at it, and then you just go right back to you.
Well,
It's like, they're so tame.
to get back 40 yards, I'm kind of standing in the street here and when I'm shooting this way. And I'm shooting a deer target, and I turn around, and there's an 8-point at their bird feeder, eating out of the bird feeder, 8 yards behind me. And I'm like, oh man. You're tempting the hand. Across that spot, there's a few bucks this year. And that are, one's definitely a shooter. The other one, it depends what mood you're in. If you're with your flintlock,
You'll shoot them.
you're gonna shoot them.
Yeah. If it's, I still have yet to get my first like actual archery buck too.
So that's right. You were.
I'm pretty much
Costco
gonna
guy.
plug the first thing I see if it's legal. So.
I know you guys got those fancy Matthews bows.
Yeah. And we both have the same draw length and everything, so we use the same bow. But
I've got Brendan's bow downstairs too. He's got the V3,
nice.
and I love that bow.
Yeah, great bow.
So yeah, archery right around the corner. So excited about that. Gonna have videos from the stand, some updates from that, a little end of season fishing, and just talking about our setups and what we're getting ready to go.
Yeah.
Like I said, try to get a couple people, but I do want to drag you up. I have weekends off now, so
Nice.
come up, do a little shooting, try this pretty lady out.
Oh yeah. Gotta let me have a few rounds. But $3 every time we pull the trigger.
And my other, they're not as bad as the 7mm.
Really?
I think I got what are the copper bullets for this? The 180?
Yeah.
All copper. 'Cause the idea of our places where you can't use lead and stuff, so everything I've read, they mushroom well and they hold their weight.
Yeah.
So gonna try them. They shoot excellent out of it. So I want to see firsthand.
Yeah.
But yeah, just man, I love it. But my actual suppressor, the one I was supposed to get, is in. So I want to try that, which is nice because it's only about that long.
Yeah.
Where this is what I usually use on my 6.5, so I'm taking a few inches off.
Yeah, that's what I used on in Idaho on the 308, and it caught a few bushes and stuff like that. But
Yeah. And I was
then again, what
stock.
did catch bushes in Idaho?
I miss Idaho, man. I want to go back.
I want to move there.
I'm like, Brendan's in college now, and I said to him the other day, I'm like, you're turning 18. We'll see how his first year of college goes. He's so close now, though. I'm like, see where he ends up in life. Hopefully he'll get a job out west.
Yeah.
I can just pick up my tent stakes and move.
That'd be awesome. That'd be awesome.
The West is calling me. If you're a true outdoorsman, like, how could you not?
Yeah, I really want to get this guy on a trip, just like a trip out there.
Yeah.
I won't return. I'll sneak out of his car or something.
You know, Idaho has it all. You know, it's got pronghorn, mule deer, whitetail, elk, moose, grizzly, mountain lion.
Wolves, yeah, you name it.
The only bad thing in Idaho came from Pennsylvania.
So
Brian Kohlberger.
that's fair.
I was, because he used to work where I do now.
Yeah.
And he crashed one of the cars.
Yeah.
And hopefully it'll be up for sale soon, but it's like every time you sit in it, you just feel creepy.
Yeah.
That video just came out on Netflix about it. I
Yeah.
watched it. What a piece of shit.
What a freak.
Yeah.
What a freak.
Just a loser. He like killed like 4 of the nicest people. They're like good kids. In
Yeah.
Idaho, like, dude, you're from Pennsylvania. There's enough people you can find here. Like, why are you gonna go kill nice people in Idaho?
Yeah.
It was a good special.
Or go to Ohio and kill people. You know.
Huge fuck there, though.
So I didn't look at an Ohio deer tag this year, but I'm pretty sure the non-resident is $400 now. Because I'm not sure exactly how it works for residents, but I believe residents don't have to buy a hunting license, or maybe it's residents that are property owners. And I don't know, but I'm pretty sure they don't pay, or it's extremely cheap, or something where they have to get a license, but it's free. Where non-residents, we foot the bill for Ohio. And one of the podcasts I was listening to, I think they said $400. And I said, if I'm paying $400, that's what I paid for my elk tag in Idaho. Like,
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I can understand Iowa charging $400 for out of state.
Well,
but-
Ohio is.
Ohio is
they've
close,
got
too.
some mongoose.
They do, but well, I guess anywhere it's about access. So, and I don't know about Iowa, but Ohio has a lot of Amish, and they kill a lot of deer. I don't know what the rules are, if they have like a religious exemption, or they
I
just,
think they do.
or Ohio, I'm pretty sure you can kill a lot of deer too. And I had never seen anything like that. And you know, I hunted in Pennsylvania in the 90s, where there were a lot of orange clowns walking through the woods. But I heard this noise, and I was sitting there in rifle season, and I was like, sounds like something big. And I see one orange suit pop up, and then they had a skirmish line. And as far as I could see, every 50 yards they had a shooter all the way down. And I was like, is this real?
That's crazy.
And they walked by me, they said hi, and clearly they were Amish. They had like those blue jeans that they make,
Yeah.
and the haircuts. And they walked by, and I was like, holy crap. Like, I'm not exaggerating, like every 50 yards, I could see like 200 yards this way, 200 yards that way. And I don't know how far, but it was funny when I left, a few hours later, I got in my truck and I circled down around. They were like 6 miles down the road, just getting to where they walked the entire thing, pushing the road.
That's crazy.
And they had a bunch of, so they don't drive vehicles, but they can be driven around in vehicles, so they hire somebody to drive them, I guess. So they had these vans, and they all were piling in the van. And from Pennsylvania, I've never seen anything like that before. That was the first year I did rifle in Ohio. I've only done archery.
That's funny.
Yeah, it was different. So
Gotta love the Amish.
yeah,
But
I think private property is the way to go, or at least.
yeah.
Yeah. Anything else exciting this summer before?
No, that's about all I got. I had a boring summer, so
I worked hard.
yeah.
I worked hard, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting too old for that kind of work.
I hear you. I'm ready to retire, so.
So anyway, listening, the butcher shop will be open day one of archery here. Going to be open 8 o'clock in the morning until taking deer until 10 o'clock. I guess pretty much anytime you want. I'll be going to be doing midnights. If you have to give me a call. I'll have somebody open the garage for you, let you in, and then just fill out the paperwork and leave. And if you're looking this season, you're not booking a trip now, but those dream hunts. Jake is going. Is it Arizona or New Mexico? I think it's Arizona for elk. He got one of the really pricey lotteries. He got it, so he drove. We all put in for Maine Moose. We didn't get it. Obviously, I didn't get my PA elk lottery. Which,
Just luck of the draw.
Okay.
Gotta wait another 30 years so you get it.
yeah, luck of the draw.
Well, once we hit like probably 100,000 subscribers, we might.
100,000 subscribers. I'd be happy with 100.
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, so the shop will be open. Going to try to pump some more trips this year. I'm sticking local. I want to appreciate what I got going on. Advertising a lot harder for the shop this year because I have more time. I'm not going away this year. Gonna hunt locally here, New York, maybe hit New Jersey, and I didn't get small game in last year, so I want to hit the small game hard this year.
Yeah. Might have to take out Cooper. So.
Are you gonna do any guide? Or either of you? You're old enough. You have to be 18 to guide, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I might run. I might work Henry and Cooper because the guy that owns that reserve up there, he offers for my dad to come guide for him all the time. So.
If you go in the daytime to these preserves locally,
Yeah.
they're okay. You just don't want to go on a weekend or after 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
Because that's when I've never actually even seen anybody shoot a dog. You always do you know who's ever gotten their dog blasted? I'm sure it's happened, but
I feel like, what do you call it?
I feel like Jen, had that happen one time when her dog got peppered or something like that. Well, didn't kill the dog, thank the Lord. But
I don't want to see her
no.
that happen.
And if you see any other hunters who, well, most of the people up there, I gotta say, I've never had. When I used to bird hunt in New York, a bird would take off and people would just start blasting. They didn't care if you were right there, you're hitting the ground.
Yeah.
I've been peppered from a distance.
Yeah.
Not enough just enough to really piss you off.
Yeah. Well, we've had pellets fly over
Yeah.
from a couple fields over, and it's just sounds like it's raining.
Yeah,
It
once
doesn't
you-
hurt if you get hit by it though.
I don't want to be. If I can see you and you're shooting my direction, I'm not happy.
Yeah.
No, that's the bottom line. I don't want to be able to. Your gun shouldn't be pointed in my direction.
Yeah.
I go a little crazy with firearm safety. I've seen enough people shot in my life, so.
Yeah.
So gonna do some archery, gonna practice together, guys.
Yeah.
What broadheads are you using?
Beast expandables.
Did you get them?
Just trying them. Yeah. They're
So
awesome.
they had the Trump ones.
Really?
They had the MAGA and the Trump ones. So I think the Trump ones were 100 grain and the MAGA were 125.
Yeah.
And I was I'm looking, but I still have a bunch of Sever left. So I'm probably gonna get away from Sever, even though I'm extremely happy with it.
Yeah.
But I realized when I shoot my bow, the way they rattle in the quiver, they make a lot of noise. So I was like, well, maybe I'll just wrap them with tape. I'm like, doing all that, maybe it's time to try the beast out.
Yeah. I'm gonna try them out. I just got them out of curiosity.
Have you put one on a bow yet?
We put the practice head on it, but not the actual head.
I mean, the practice.
Are you using 100 grain or 125?
100.
Listen, I know we talk about Josh now and then. People love him or hate him. There's very few neutral. I feel like if I met him in person, I would either love him or hate him.
Yeah.
Obviously, could be awfully intense. He's pretty intense. He's hurt.
Really?
Yeah, really bad.
What happened?
Oh, what wasn't it like a truck or something?
No, it was
That
mountain
something?
bike.
Really?
Mountain bike, and I want to say he tore his bicep off or something.
Oh, that sucks.
But he's having a hard time pulling his bow back.
Yeah.
And he had an infection. And I'm not gonna speculate. Listen, I know what it's like to have sports injuries and have naturally, but I'm not gonna say it. But he's very big,
Yeah.
very big.
Yeah. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I still like him though.
Yeah, so that might have led to something, but I feel like when it comes, the little nose button or whatever that he came up with, I didn't like that at all. I was like, okay, first of all, they used to make kisser buttons and stuff. It's not really, you didn't reinvent the wheel.
Moved it up.
But they used to make those too, and I'm like, it wasn't for me. I don't want anything touching the string at all. But it seems like the beast broadheads are pretty legit. I know and he had a great video the other day where he was explaining, because people were saying, you know, they're pushing it in a scale, and he said they open up with like a pound or whatever, I don't know. And they were pushing it on a scale, and it's taking like 3 pounds to open it. But he's like, that's not accurate, because you're not measuring the inertia of it traveling, and once that impact, and
It's actually a good point.
and I was like, what? And he starts explaining the mathematics of it. Now, I played football, I'm not good at math.
Us too.
So, but it made sense. I was like, yeah, that would. I don't know. I want to try one.
Yeah.
So,
We've got a 2-pack, so we'll see.
so one of my first things I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna do it on camera, and I don't care how big it is. I'm shooting a deer with a recurve,
Really?
right out of the gate.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe not that first weekend. I'm probably gonna go in the morning. I'm gonna try for a buck. Afternoon, I'm gonna get a doe with the recurve.
Nice.
And then that night, I'm gonna go for a buck again. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna I'm getting a deer with the recurve.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to keep it within 20. I'm using a 200 grain Barrett 2-blade fix. I'm gonna do it. I talk too much shit to not. So.
That's fair.
Maybe I'll get you guys. I've got extra recurves. Come on. Come on. Try it.
I want to. I
Yeah,
was
actually,
talking
let's
to
talk
him
about
about it.
it
I have like a
yesterday.
50-pound draw or something like that, or a pound draw. But I want to whack one after I whack them. So
I gotta do it.
It's gonna be a fun season.
Listen, I don't care if I get a little buck with a recurve. All right, we'll end on this. Question for you. Biggest buck of your life walks out.
Yeah.
I don't know. 173-inch, typical 10 points. Monster. You've got a recurve, a compound, a crossbow, and a rifle. What one would you use?
Flintlock.
No, but what would be like the biggest excitement for you to get that monster?
So it depends. I'm not very familiar with recurve, so I'd probably say regular compound.
how about this? Are you guaranteed to get the buck? Like,
There's no guarantee. Yeah, in this scenario, you're gonna get it.
Okay.
Like, if you have those,
Yeah,
every weapon laid out in front of you, what are you
gonna get it? Recurve every time.
Yeah. If I was very confident with recurve, I'd do recurve.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna say, or how about this? I would say the same thing, but 120 inch with a recurve,
It's respectable.
or 170 inch with a crossbow.
Where at?
Here.
Here.
Well, Lincoln already did the second option, so.
You got 170 inch?
No, not actually. I was just saying,
Oh.
I shot that monster a few years ago with the
Yeah.
crossbow. You were ragging on him for it. But
Well,
Lincoln's a very capable young man, though. He should be working in actual hell.
he's just as big as I am.
Yeah.
He's just as strong, and he's a better shot. Wasn't he what, 3rd or 4th in the state or something?
Yeah.
Rifle?
Yeah, I think he was third in the
The kid's a
state.
sniper.
Yeah.
He was like,
I'd probably say recurve.
I think I would. So one of the things my father is a very humble person. You've met Bruce before.
Yeah.
He's a monster, but everyone's like, oh, you know, Bruce always bombing around on a Harley. My dad's never owned a Harley in his life. He builds those bikes, but they're not Harley motors. He drives little cars. He'd always have a sports car, but he happy driving little. And when it comes to hunting, I was like, Dad, I've got all these great spots. Why don't you come on a trip with me? And I was, no. All he wants to do is kill legal buck on his property, because he would rather kill a small buck on his property with a bow than shoot a monster anywhere else in the world.
Really?
Because that's his little paradise. He wants the best buck on his property. He goes, I got the best buck on my property. And that's how I feel about hunting with the recurve. I'd rather get a smaller deer. Because honestly, do you hunt for the experience or do you hunt for the trophy?
Experience.
I mean, listen, if you want that trophy, let's just go to Tioga County. We can shoot 300-inch deer. Pull out the checkbook, write the check. And you can videotape it because it'll be very easy because they're going to come to the dinner bell. And I can talk shit on these people anyway because it doesn't matter. They process them right there. They're not coming to my shop. You're not hunting. It's like fishing stocky trout. Like, it's fun, but it's
Shooting fish in a barrel.
you can't brag about, I got a 300-inch and a 280-inch deer in 2 days. And he goes, I really hunted hard for it. I said, dude, you did it. He goes, it was in 130 acres. A lot of people were going for that buck. I said, it was 130 acres. You didn't have to go too far. What's a mile?
Like that.
It can't run further than a mile. I don't know. Anyway, yes, I will take the smaller deer with the recurve.
Yeah.
And for me, I do love hunting with the compound though. I've never killed anything with a recurve. Well, small game when I was a kid. Rabbits and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh God, never shoot a rabbit with a bow.
I almost nailed a squirrel in our backyard at 65 yards the other day. Went this far to the left of his head.
A rabbit with an arrow stuck in it sounds like a baby dying.
Really? Oh.
And it just runs in a circle with the arrow stuck in it because the arrow's stuck in the ground and it's just running around. One and done for me.
Poor guy.
All right. We'll be back. I said we're going to start them regularly again and different topics and different things. Good night. God bless.
On the rugged road where the wild winds blow, through the mountains high where the rivers flow, with the sun in the sky and my family by my side, we're chasing dreams on this hunting ride. Out in the wild where the heart feels free, with the ones I love, that's where I'll always be. Through the woods so deep and the sky so wide, we're living life on the road.